no, you'll be told to leave, or any combination of those.
For foreigners, wow, nah. What would they eat? I don't understand. Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is bcos. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you guys are bouncing like a newborn baby. So guys, I'm here again with a guest and his name is
The Performance.
You're welcome. So we're going to be checking out a video together titled 11 things not to do in Japan. Like, you must see this before you travel to Japan. Oh, there are some things that you know that you must not do in the country for you to have a peaceful stay. So today we're going to be checking out a country named Japan. So let's watch.
Japan has a rich and complex culture that make it a favorite travel destination of many, but it also makes the country really easy for tourists to embarrass themselves in. Here are 11 things that you should absolutely not do while in Japan. Number 1. Don't tip. Tipping is not a part of Japanese culture, and someone will probably come running after you with your money if you do. Now, in some restaurants, you'll see a vending machine where you just insert your money and you choose whatever food item you want, so there's actually no waiter that you could tip. Either way, don't leave a tip because it's actually considered insulting to the waiter. Number 2. Cover your tattoos. Tattoos in Japan are generally associated with criminals and yakuza. Because of this, tattoos are frowned upon in Japanese society, and most pools and bathhouses bar anyone with a tattoo from entering. Number 3. Don't hand cash to cashiers. Now, this may seem like a contradictory statement, but in Japan, almost every convenience store will use a tray that you're supposed to place the money on. This is used out of convenience so that the coins don't fall everywhere, and also so that everyone can see exactly what's happening with the money at all times. Number 4. Japanese-only restaurants. Now, this may seem kinda crazy, but some Japanese restaurants will not allow any foreigners into their establishments. That is because while the Japanese can be very friendly and welcoming, there are some aspects of their culture that make them a little xenophobic. There's really no way to tell whether or not a restaurant is Japanese only, but you'll know pretty quickly as soon as you walk in. Usually what happens is a waiter will wave his or her hands no, you'll be told to leave, or any combination of those.
For foreigners, wow, nah. What would they eat? I don't understand.
Number 5. Don't talk on trains. The volume of your voice is extremely important in Japan, as everyone is hyper aware and very respectful that they share their space with others. That means talking loudly or speaking on the phone in trains is a definite no, and you should avoid it as best you can. Number 6. Proper chopstick use. This is a big one because chopsticks are used to eat almost everything in Japan. The main things not to do with your chopsticks are not to eat directly from common dishes, always take the food and put it on your plate first and then eat it, don't point chopsticks at people as is considered very rude, don't cross them and don't leave them sticking out of a rice bowl as that is part of funeral ceremonies, and don't rub your chopsticks together after you break them apart because that's rude and disrespectful to the chef, by assuming he purchases poor quality chopsticks. Number 7. Don't wear shoes in the house. Like most people, the Japanese don't want the dirt from outside getting in the house. They take it one step further though and provide slippers and shoe cubbies at the front door. Even some restaurants will ask customers to take their shoes off before coming inside. Number 8. Drinking etiquette. This is a big one if you go out with any Japanese while in Japan. There are subtle rituals that show respect towards the person you're drinking with. The first is whenever you receive a drink, always receive it with 2 hands to show respect towards the person pouring. Also, never pour your own drink first, as it's considered selfish. You should pour others' drinks, and then put the bottle down and someone else will take it up and pour your drink for you. If you're not trying to get absolutely hammered, make sure that when you're done, you leave your drink full. Because the way it works is whenever someone sees an empty glass, they'll just immediately pour you another one. Things can get crazy pretty quickly if you're not careful.
Wow. These rules are really crazy, like the one they said you should not talk in the train. Like, if there was an emergency call, what will you do? Like, and the person does not have your social media and do to message, and it's something that you have to call the person. Oh, very, very urgent. What will you do? Like, What will happen if you pick such call? Will they arrest you? Will they throw you out of the train or what? Or they'll give you bad looks? I don't understand. There are a lot of rules here that I'm just kind of wow. And the money in particular to where they said you cannot hand over your cash to the cashier. You have to put it on the tray. What if while you're putting on a tray, it blows away? What will happen? Maybe there's something. Maybe the fan blows it away, and I don't have extra cash, and I start to look for the money. What will happen? I've eaten the food. Will they actually fight me for it? I don't get it. What can you say?
Wow. Like seriously, this is really interesting.
I swear, I'm learning a lot.
Everyone that want to travel to Japan, I believe they really need to know these things.
Before you go, don't have fuck.
Because I'm really surprised hearing that you can't even tip someone.
Yeah.
Sometimes, tipping, I don't think
it's
sometimes it's not a bad thing. It's just like really appreciating someone, telling
for the
someone
good deeds,
for the good deeds. But I believe every country has their own culture, has their own way of doing things.
Laws.
So it will be really very nice of you if you can watch this video, if you can learn about the country, learn about their culture, learn about the do's and don'ts,
so you
can really enjoy your stay in the country.
Wow, amazing. Let's keep watching.
Number 9. How not to eat sushi. Fish have been the central part of the Japanese diet for centuries, and they've developed tons of different ways to better enjoy the fish. So it's not a bad idea to get to know some of them. The first mistake that most people make is ordering a bunch of sushi at once, instead of a little bit at a time, which they recommend. It's because the temperature of the fish actually matters. You're supposed to eat it as soon as it comes onto your plate. That's why you sit right at the bar in most sushi places in Japan. The next big mistake that people make is dunking the rice directly into the soy sauce, which makes it absorb way too much. The correct way to do it, if you're going to do it at all, is to flip the fish over so that just the backside of the fish touches the soy sauce. This allows the soy sauce to enhance the flavor of the fish, but without drowning it out.
This is really surprising.
Amazing, like it sounds so
Number
strange.
10. Don't expect to use your card. Japan is a cash-based society, and they're generally skeptical of credit cards. So almost every place that you'll visit will use cash. Don't worry though, because the 7-Eleven ATMs will work with any card and are open 24 hours a day. It's not unusual for Japanese businessmen to grab 30 or 40,000 yen before they leave the house. Like I said, everything here is done in cash. Last but not least, number 11. Receiving business cards. This is another good one if you plan on meeting people while in Japan. When exchanging business cards, always receive the card with 2 hands and study it carefully before putting it away. Don't shove it in your back pocket carelessly, as it may be interpreted as being rude. It's best to carefully place it into your wallet to show that you respect them and the business they work for.
Okay.
If you stuck around to the end of the video, thank you, it means a lot. Click on the video on the top left to see what you should do while in Tokyo, and click on the video on the bottom left to watch me get horribly lost while trying to explore the city of Kathmandu in Nepal. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video.
Amazing. Wow. Well, no, one thing I actually learned about their culture is the fact that anything they want to do, you have to use your 2 ends.
Yeah.
That's a form of respect. If you're using one end to get something from them, then you're disrespecting them. Like for instance, I remember the first part we watched where before we paused the video where they said if they want to give you a drink, you have to use your 2 hands to hold the cup, and the person will serve you. You can't serve yourself as long as you're in a gathering. The person will serve you. And this one too, the other part where they said if you want to give someone a business card, also you have to use your 2 hands to give it out, and you have to receive it in return. What can you say? Like,
wow.
I'm really shocked.
Wow, I'm really surprised seeing all these things. These are the things you do in some countries and you feel comfortable because it's just like something normal. But I'm really surprised they are part of the things that you shouldn't do in Japan. And I'm even surprised that even the restaurants there are some restaurants that, they don't really welcome foreigners. But I was looking forward, maybe in the video it's going to say the ones that they don't welcome foreigners. Maybe they'll write it at the entrance that
this is a restaurant for foreigners.
Yeah.
So I was surprised when the guy actually said that for foreigners you cannot go to a Japanese restaurant because the kind of look they will give you, and they will even wave at you that you should leave. Like, what will they do? How will they survive? Like, like me, if I should go to Japan, how will I survive with that kind of? Oh my God! Well, I'm not used to their food, in particular, but at the same time, you have to do as the Roman does. At some point, you have to be eating their food, buying their food. So, what's the other option? How would foreigners actually get food to buy? Which restaurant are they permitted to go? That's what I'm really, really concerned about. Like, so curious about. Wow.
Yeah, I think the video is really very educative and at the same time very informative. I believe not just Japan, if you want to travel to any other country, is very good, it's very necessary. You try to understand the people culture, you try to understand the people tradition, just like what we said, that if you are in a train, you are not supposed to make noise. You are not supposed to because this
must be
is
silent.
Something you can do in other countries and you feel comfortable. I'm really surprised. So which means it's very necessary when you are traveling to Japan, Korea, or any other country. It's very necessary for you to know their culture, know the things you should do and the things you should not do, so you don't get yourself into trouble. And another part of it, most of the countries right now, they even do cashless policy, where you go to a supermarket, you use your card, So from this video, they are saying everything is done with cash, which means you always have to be with cash. So definitely, if you are not with cash and you are relying on your card, you might get stranded over there. So I believe this video is really very educative.
I hope you learned one or two things, and if you're planning to go, you have to watch this video over and over again so that you'll not be lost there. Things will not be new to you and you're able to adapt easily over there. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more, like and share. So guys, till next time, stay blessed. We love you. Bye.